his stun, but has no target to use it on. Bottom lane, Misha could be in trouble himself, has the Decrepify ready, the arrow still hits, and that Decrepify is going to run out as Zai gets the first blow.
I reckon he does. And
there's Mirana, by the way. She did rotate.
Oh.
In fact, the combo we talked about is here. They're going for Davian. He does have the Dragon's Blood level 2, uses a Dragon Tail before he gets stunned, but BZM, he's the body blocked, uses the Fairy Fire. He trusts he can get back to the tower, but unfortunately, trust is not enough. Just wanted to make sure that they can keep them on at bay, securing Uragi's farm. If you're playing MP carry, you gotta make sure he snowballs to a degree from the lane. As in the mid lane, Amar, he's in trouble himself. They get the Entangling Claws this time. Matamba has another Savage Roar point, but there's the Decrepify saving Amar. And Taiga even joins in. Matamba could be in trouble. Wrath of Nature's been used. He's forced to use the true form. Now he gets some extra HP off it. With the help of Insania, they can maybe turn this around. Going for Uragi instead. The Inksoul will trigger. Now the Entangling Claws. Uragi's going to die. Matamba using the... They're going to catch BZM once again with a combo of Searing Chains plus the arrow. They've silenced Mickey, but Mickey, he's fine with this. Silence is out, Sleight of Fist is in, and that's going to be a dead BZM. Taiga the next target. They hit him with the Searing Chains as well. No arrow, no need. Taiga will fall.
They're going bottom.
Liquid.
Rolling Thunder from Zai is going to be here onto Uragi, perfectly locking him down on the edge of the map. Mars going to rotate on through, does land the disarm onto Matamba, but they can do nothing to save.
You know, you jump in, you're hoping to attack whatever hero you're life-breaking to the end of his life, like he's going to do now to Zai. But unfortunately, these disjointing abilities really are a nuisance to him. Now, finally, Zai silenced, though. That's going to be a lot of magical damage to Crep to boost it up even further. And Zai will be killed by the Wrath of Nature.
Pretty cool. With a haste and also under the cover of Moonlight Shadow, they will be able to get a good jump here. Seems like BZM knows something is a miss. As McGay looking for the correct target here. It's going to be able to at least connect onto Taiga. Silenced up, though, by the Ancient Seal, but now Zai's going to jump on in. Misha's already put down the Nether Ward, but it's quickly being focused, and now it's been destroyed by Boxy. In the meantime, BZM's just been controlled this entire time. They lack the damage, however, to really nuke him. As for a second time, Amar and both Uragi joining the fight. The damage here onto Boxy is not going to be enough, even with the one Burning Spear, but Zai is going to be left behind. And now with 7 stacks of the Burning Spears, he will quickly fall. But Mickey counter-initiating. The kill's going to Insania as he's going to pick up his 3rd there off the Inkswell. And Amar, he's not done, jumping yet a second time. This time he will secure the kill onto...
A really impressive job kind of threading the needle there. As they also find a second one here, it's going to be Taiga. Taiga, he's going to fight to the death, almost kills Mickey, but Mickey's capable of running away at time. Lifebreak is available here for Amar. He's called Amar the fighter for a reason. As he goes over to Pangolier, he's the target. Pangolier does not have a lucky shot just yet. Amar trying to use their armor toggles, but he does get stunned by the arrow. That's not going to be sufficient.
Kill squad here with Misha leading the charge, and now they've got eyes on. Activate the true form, though. They need to drop the Mystic Flare, but that's still not enough damage here. And in fact, TPs are incoming from Liquid to try and turn this fight. Matamba is going to be dusted up, but he just doesn't care. He's got 2,400 HP. Wow. Misha, what are you going to do? It's going to take you a year to life drain through that.
Well done. As BZM in the top lane, he could be in trouble. Matamba actually joins again. One Savage Roar available.
They're also fighting mid.
There's a Dragon Tail used. Rolling Thunder has been utilized. Uragi's dead in the mid lane. BZM, the target in the top lane. Rolling Thunder misses the second time. They break it to get the shield crash off, and that slow will guarantee the kill, as Mickey does fall to Amar. There's still a viable build, and particularly for this game, really smart idea. Gets you mixed damage against the DK, which is a big deal. The deep push against Nature's Prophet. There's a lot of utility here. Misha, he's going to be the target. There's the Inkswell. He's going to be stunned by the Inkswell and killed by a double damage Mirana. However, Amar has different plans as he destroys this Pangolier.
Fighting this. Zai with the Rolling Thunder. He's heading into the pit. He's too late.
He did it in time. Zai came in, but it's not going to be really an interruption anymore. It's just Kim saying hi. Zai needs to get out. Or are they still fighting in the mid lane? They actually do catch BZM. BZM gets saved by the life drain. Then they go for Zai. He's been silenced, but it's not enough damage to Mystic Flare. They put Amar with the Entangling Claw. It's going to be Uragi actually that kills him there with one last auto attack. Matamba Man will lose his bear. And he summons another one as BZM goes forward. Dragon Tail, they killed off Mickey, and the second bear could be in trouble as well.
To fight, but again, Amar's very strong, 9-second BKB, and still backed by an Aegis for over a minute. This seems very ambitious from Liquid, but a good jump.
The Axis got delivered. Misha's going to be the first to die, and Davian as well, immediately. There's Amar just jumping in. He's going to lose his first life, and maybe his second. Are there going to be any TPs by OG? Okay, there's Misha, and Amar's going to TP out. Cancel, quick. Okay.
Now, they've got 2 very, very farmed cores. Their supports are the ones that are a little bit more the back markers, which will start to have a bit of an impact as we get later into the game. As there goes Amar.
Yep, and there goes the Mirana. Immediately killed off.
An interesting build.
We have seen that a couple of times. I think it was you and I that cast that game where they got Grimstroke with the Dom as well.
That's right.
Insania, okay, he's gonna be stuck in the trees. Here comes Zai to break them for him. I think Insania might still die, but they actually see an opportunity to go for Amar. Life Drain just got broken, so Amar has no healing, but he activates BKB, and is he fine for now?
Yep,
they cover him with a
gonna
fireball.
TP.
He TPs in the middle of this,
No
trying to get a
bash.
lucky bash, but they're not gonna find it. Nice to crep as well here from Misha. And Captain Save, unfortunately, has to fall, but at least he saves his teammate in the process. There's those things as well in Dota. Okay, Liquid is thinking about fighting. They have a high ground control, but against a Huskard, that might not matter that much, as they're only putting the bear in front. There's a Dragon Tilt, good Savage Roar. That could be their initiation, but need something else. Rolling Thunder, there we go. They're going to go for Huskard, but he activates the BKB, and Amar's fine for now. Catches the real lone druid, but the bash immediately. Now Matumba, he's still in trouble, still stunned. The arrow to help him, Savage Roar on top of that, and they're able to bring that Amar with the help of the life drain. He's surviving a bit longer, but he's going to fall. Misha, you healed up as much as you could, but unfortunately, your teammate's dead, and maybe you might be as well. If you run the backlines, BCM on top of that, it's going to be a team wipe. See a bear. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Lacoste. The bear is going to be hitting his tower as Matumba has to join with his real hero.
Here comes
He has no bear left for 25 seconds. But activates the BKB. He wants to get rid of the Pugna, and he will. Oh, he's safe for now. There we go. Misha will finally fall.
Mars on the backlines.
It's the backlines together with Yuragi, and they burst on the enemy supports. Amar now on the run from the bear, who wants to fight him 1v1. Matumba, however, loses
doesn't have another
partner,
bear,
and that's going to be a really difficult time for them as they lack the damage. Mika has to come in to deal some more. He has to make it, but gets attacked by Amar, and that taunt from the life break will kill him. Matumba summons a second bear for the Savage Roar, but it's not going to be sufficient. That bear's going to cover his escape. He's been leashed inside the Sprout. He can't get away.
Oh, no.
He's now burning up. He's been disarmed. Matumba will die. His bear will die as well. That's going to be his second bear. So even now when they kill him, he'll revive without that. He has a TP in 20 though. Everyone's TPing for Zai. This man's got to die. Yule Scepter avoids the Ancient Seal. But now he's finally going to die. Amar, once he sees... Oh,
just look at the vision.
Him and the heart.
This is OG's vision, guys. Look at how much they can see.
Oh, they got Amar, though. That's going to be his first life. Once again, the lack of patience. But Yuragi could be in trouble. He's trying to kill Amar as the BKB gets back immediately. Mike will lose his life. Amar comes back with a vengeance. And the Savage Roar.
Amar in trouble again.
Him, though. He's been leashed again. Amar activates the BKB, going for the real lone druid. Now for the bear instead. He has to kill something. The bear's still stunned, and he's going to fall. Lone Druid has to summon it again with the Inkswell. He knows he has to dispel. He needs to stun. He gets it off on Amar. But the force step offensively, and Matumba could be in trouble. Matumba's actually been silent stunned now in the fireball. Matumba's gonna lose the real hero. True Form not in time.
Wow.
They just lost their real win condition here. Mika had to buy back as well. These racks are most likely gonna fall.
I think this could be the game, although there's no buyback right now on the Matumba man. Lone Druid, even if he did, he wouldn't have a bear for about another minute and a half. Pretty far by that. I think Amar, he's learned his lesson. Zai's going to go in a second time, this time bolstered by the Inkswell, turning around a big stun now onto BZM as Amar jumping around, does secure the barracks. Gems on deck, but Zai is going to be silenced and trapped inside of the Sprout as Mike is starting to tank damage now from Amar's burning spears. He's got another life break at the ready. Up to level 25 now.
I think the force staff, by the way, was from Insania. Yeah, now that we see it again, Insania could be in trouble here. He's going to be leashed and silenced, killed off Zai. Going forward, hoping to kill off Taiga. Taiga is going to be the target. He does die, but Amar holding his own, finishing up Zai. Mike is the one holding the high ground right now as he's trying to kill off the MP. He's dealing a fair amount of damage, but lacks the sustained damage. He needs to kill off Yuragi, and Yuragi now being saved by Misha. As the life break hits another support, Amar is decimating Liquid's draft right now. Nobody can stop him. Liquid, they just need to do something with this Ember. Lone Druid is back again. Yuragi's once against the target. They know they can kill him. He does silence him though. Immediately the Savage Roar cancels the TP and Yuragi will fall. Find the one exception if there is. So we trust you guys, detectives. Go ahead.
It's hard to say for sure, but a smoke play now for OG and a DD rune on Amar. Zai has to use the Yules here to dispel it, and he's not going to be stunned up quite yet, but Mike just dead 100-0 as Zai's even falling to the range damage here between the level 4 Black Dragon and Amar. OG really feeling themselves though. They will throw out the panic voice line, but unfortunately that's the Rolling Thunder down and nothing to show for it. And in fact, they might just find Matumba completely isolated. A bash here onto Yuragi into the arrow, which catches him here. They need to get him down 100-0, and they have. No Satanic Firm, but he's going to buy back and looks to get back in the fight as Amar refreshing jumps right back in onto Matumba. They're onto the main bear. Only brown boots and 4 GG branches. He's not going to last versus Amar's DD rune. He does have buyback at least.
Great use of the refresher. Even if he did, they They can't kill anyone just yet. And there's the opportunity for OG to just go up high ground. In fact, they're going to go and find a Pangolier. That's the main source of team fight. He's been destroyed. Goodbye to Zai. They're going for the bear as well. Matumba, man. He gotta save his bear, but he's been leased inside the trees. And he's going to die as well. No more bear for 20 seconds, and apparently no more lone druid. No, he's at least capable of making it back home.
Has another bear in 15,
However,
but this is probably Megas at least, Avo.
It is. And if I know OG, will they stay high ground? Yeah, they will. That's the OG I know.
I think the question becomes, will they dive the Ancient to the Fountain? The answer is yes, as BZM's inside the Ancient right now. Yuragi's not going to walk in. That's for chumps. He's going to TP to the other side of the Ancient, get bashed now by the bear of Matumba. But the damage onto Matumba is really starting to stack up now as BZM also focuses onto the main lone druid. And even though they get the Syrian chains off, Mickey dies to Taiga in the Fountain. And it's OG who take game number 1 in the batting for Liquid's lineup, saying, oh, you know, OG, they don't have like a ton of plays to make. I mean, I say that, but of course it's a Mar on Mars, right? It's just a Mar in general. Who knows what he's going to buy? Probably still the
Oh, Yuragi top?
Oh.
That was just auto attacks that killed him, and a nice couple body blocks by Zai. And once Dragon Tail's over, kill's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Amar being harassed a little bit as Misha picks up the kill bot lane onto Insania. Matumba, of course, much too tanky with a single rate.
Refills, and they just have healing for days.
True.
Harassing in mid lane feels like it's not really worth your time.
Anyway. Boulder's going to miss top lane, so Boxy kicks a rock at Yuragi. No points in the meld yet, so they can't punish the low base armor, but they do at least have the Blightstone, which is really chunking through Boxy now as Taiga is going to focus back onto Taiga, trying to block him now with the boys. Zai, decent damage here. Taiga completely blocked off and will be killed.
Good surround. Zai clearly a Warcraft 3 player, and that's going to make it 2 now kills in the top lane for Liquid. A strong lane for sure, but I wasn't expecting this many kills. And Boxy gonna get a stun off as well. Yuragi has no refraction, and they know this. They're gonna dive him. Yuragi has refraction in a second, but he's not gonna be able to use it in time. He's going to fall to Zai and Boxy, dominating this top lane now. Taiga also in trouble. He does have the Malefice at least to gain some space. They make sure to glyph the creep so they can continue diving this tower. Matumba does dive bottom though, but Taiga now in trouble. They get more treants here. Boxy tries to de-aggro the tower with the rolling boulder. They'll get Taiga. Zai won't die. Boxy will, unfortunately, to the Eidolon's damage.
Boxy's rotation over from top.
Rolling boulder will. Oh,
he didn't commit the remnant.
No, because he didn't have a remnant there.
He didn't commit it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So BZM could be in trouble. The Yingso actually gets some of the disruption. BZM is able to at least avoid the stun, but he does get rooted now. They're continuing for him. Flame guard damage still taking him down. There's another rolling boulder, but he gets killed in the middle of it. And Misha doing his best to defend BZM. BZM
quickly accumulating the gold for his first item, which is going to be the Dragon Lance. But still, there they go. This time they connect the rolling boulder.
And now BZM could be in trouble for sure. Misha's coming in once again, but come on. Misha is going to die for this. They know he's the right target to kill, and now they can finish off BZM. I was going to breathe fire off, which at least will reduce Tiny's damage, but there's just too many heroes. He's going to be overwhelmed and killed as...
Have some sort of idea, right?
Oh. Dragon Tail hits Mickey, but nothing there. Instead, Misha. Yeah, they've identified the right target. It has to be Misha the whole time. Otherwise, he saves the DK. Stroke of Fate will slow him down. Boxy wants to continue attacking him. He might just kill him with the Inkswell. Misha's giving up on life, and now the DK could be in trouble himself. So the magic stick uses it. BZM. Yes, that's not going to be enough recovery against, again, 4 heroes.
Yeah. That percentage-based damage, and most importantly, probably for the DK, although the percentage-based damage ain't bad, is that heal reduction. Black hole.
Boxy, oh, they commit a black hole for him with the Eidolons. Boxy is going to die here.
Stay out of my jungle.
Misha, though, he has to use the disruption to save himself. Taiga wants to help out his fellow support, but all he can do is Malefice. Misha running underneath the tower, still level 4 because he keeps on dying. Gets body blocked slightly by BZM, who comes in with a Dragon Tail. Yuragi with a slow as well. Mickey does have the remnant to get away for now. They change targets. Maybe it's better to go for the Grimstroke. Mickey's ready for the safest farm right now before OG can really hit their stride. OG themselves. Desolator's halfway done for the TA.
They're on
probably going to be the timing they fight on.
Pretty big, actually, especially because they will get this kill easily. So the smoke gank paying off, of course, Zai.
Yeah, with a crown.
With the crown, but no, instead he's going to decide for the helm. He can still change it, of course, until he commits.
Taiga has Black Hole, but does he get the chance to use it? He was thinking about it there.
Still thinking about it.
would have cancelled it. Taiga, he's dead. Again, when Liquid commits, they commit with all their heroes. Literally now as the fighter there. Beautiful body block by Mickey. Amar wants to get out of his own arena, and he finally makes it out, but the rolling boulder might still catch up to him. Mickey chasing after him. There's no mana for the spear, and it's still on cooldown anyway. Amar finally gets the mana for the spear, but he's still stunned. The spear last second is not going to be enough to save Amar's life. He's going to fall.
Foxy's away. This is incredibly aggressive from Liquid. stage, so this is not likely to backfire on them. But here's an initiation now by OG. They are going to find the stun onto Boxy, but he quickly rolls away. Interrupted by Misha, however. But Zai has now joined the fight. Careful here, Taiga's on the prowl for a black hole, but from behind, that's going to be Matumba Man getting the kill onto Misha. He's going to buy back, though. The arena set up, catches two. Boxy and Zai falling quickly, but Boxy rolls through the arena. He's going to die, actually, to the damage from BZM. As now Mickey finally shown up to this fight with confidence, finds the Searing Chains now onto BZM. Black Hole still ready. Taiga with the Blink Dagger, ready to make the jump in. Oh, but he doesn't quite go for it there. Just looking to keep Boxy at bay as Matumba slowed to a crawl by the Demonic Purge. A buyback now means that Boxy's back in this fight as well. Matumba really starting to fall quite low. 3 stacks of the Shadow Poison. A silence here on Amisha is going to prevent any further, but they've got the damage even with the other heroes on OG to take him down. Mickey in trouble, dies thanks to the trap vision of Yuragi. He's got 3 kills in this engagement.
They were so concerned with avoiding Taiga's Black Hole because his positioning was on point that they couldn't really fight the team fight in even terms. As they now lose Misha in the mid lane, not that big a deal. He is a 5. However, if BZM dies, that is a big Black Hole. Let me get the big ultimate, right? If you've ever watched Beast Coast, that's all Schofield does. It's like, wait, guys, I got all 5. Wait, oh, I'm solo against 5. But in this game, we're seeing much more concern over the positioning and the vision, which is really interesting to see. Taiga still has the Black Hole, by the way, but he's trapped in the trees. They want to prevent that Black Hole by killing him, but there's the Black Hole.
Oh, they didn't catch Zai.
Tiny Zai doesn't get caught, but the rolling boulder. Boxy gets caught inside of it. There's the arena, the follow-up team fight. They lack the damage, though. Where's the TA? She's far behind. And now with the shard, they managed to kill both Matumba and Boxy. Yuragi being a bit late, but it works out regardless. Mickey has been slowed down to a crawl, but his Remnant is down to the low ground. So it's going to be fine for now. As Insania, the target? No. They just have to go for the big one, the big fish. Is it going to be Mickey? They do get him with a beautiful spear. Not even the Inkswell will save him. Insania will just be
right into Roche
for this wonderful fight.
Right into Roche as well, inside the Roche, but that could not go more perfect for OG. That's...
Oh, and bottom, they didn't get Zai as well because they realized DK doesn't deal any damage to the Roche. Doesn't deal any damage in general. He just drops the fireball, Zai's gonna die.
Blink, so it does allow, I think, Taiga to get that first blink back, and from there, it kind of starts to overextend a bit. That's Aegis, though.
That's the Aegis lost immediately. I think that might be 2 lives as well. Yuragi, even if he has TP, there's no way he's BKB TPing against a tiny.
Right, no Black Hole for 40 seconds, but they do have a BKB now for Amar at the ready.
I'm gonna have to settle for Insania. That's just a 5 tank in the gank though. They need something better. At least Boxy will do. If they can at least catch him. They have a spear ready. There we go. Boxy's gonna die in the enemy triangle. And they also threaten them a little bit in the enemy triangle. Not that big a gank.
His idea.
Exactly.
And perhaps what the cores should do.
Oh, Omar. Well, walk it up. He does have BKB and Arena's still ready. Is this gonna be a good fight for OG? They do have Mickey. That Soulbind does annoy the guys at OG a little bit. They're gonna have to settle for Matumba Man. He is still the carry though, so it's a pretty big kill as Matumba falls. Box trying to get a counter kill here onto Misha. In goes Mickey again, trying to distract the enemy team to make sure his brother can escape, but Taiga is not gonna let him get away. Boxy will fall. The TPs are ready though for Liquid, so they will only lose 2 here. Oh, no, I was wrong. Mickey has been caught. Fire against fire. BZM is happy to continue attacking Mickey here with Yuragi now joining in. Wishes he had a Blink Dagger right about now. Insania, they see him, and they'll have to settle for. But with the BKBs, it's because you can counter-initiate pretty much anything with a 9-second BKB.
And Liquid are going to fight here again, but there's still a ward from the last time that OG were here, so they're going to look for a pick-off first onto Insania. Pops a big wand, but Yuragi's even big. So Demonic Cleanse, what he does is he brews a tea for his friends, and then he gives them the tea cleanse. It's a tea tox. As Mickey, he could use one of those right now. He's going to be continuously stunned here. Does not have a Remnant back. This is a lot of damage from BZM, who's going to BKB to shrug off the rolling boulder from Earth Spirit. Mickey is going to be out of the fight as jumping in and sniping Insania yet again is Yuragi. Boxy now is going to be the one in trouble as he does get off a rolling boulder. Nice kickback onto Amar, but the damage from BZM is still too high, and they've even caught Zai from behind. Tries to cover himself. TP out, but he is going to be picked off. 3 dead. And this is the second time that they fought around this ward that OG have placed down. Looks like it should belch instead of making the demonic purge noise at the end.
Yes,
honestly.
Exactly. That would be, if that was how Sunsfang gets into the game, I think that would be completely accepted by the community. Insania, he does have that Inkswell. This time it's much better, right? This is the kind of support gang that is great. With, as he did with the Underlord SNY. I am fascinated by this. It does trigger on God's Rebuke, but obviously doesn't get any extra chance.
Taiga. He's going to find Zai in the trees, and Zai likely in a lot of trouble. Yuragi pops the BKB. Matumba is going to do the same here and pop through Taiga, but the Basher is going to cancel the TP from Matumba, and the tip. An Orchid like I perhaps thought he would.
Yeah, so much more of a utility NP.
Insania is going to die. He's going to take another gank here. This time Roche is up, and it'll likely lead OG straight into that, as BZM's going to jump in with his own stuff to secure the kill. And
thanks to the Strength Blink, has 3.6k HP.
Amar also,
only Tiny can burst
Amar
him.
also bought out for the Abyssal Blade.
Typical Amar fashion. There's the Abyssal Blade coming into play, and that sets up for the spear. They're going to kill Mickey in a matter of seconds. And now Matumba is stuck again. He got back for the Gods of Yuke there.
Okay.
As
yeah, so you can cast 2 of them. Even though that does kind of reduce the damage because you want it to bounce around the map, but BZM, even without Elder Dragon form, he's right in onto Insania. The buyback now is immediately there. Boxy trying to make it into the fountain. I believe they missed uphill, so he's going to live.
Yes, they did.
But BZM, he's been kicked back into the fountain. Misha's going to try and save him. BZM's courier also making a very valiant effort trying to deliver items in the enemy fountain, as does when you are in Enchant Remnant form. Liquid now trying to set up for a cute play here. They do have a ward down, so they've got good vision on where Amar is and where Uragi is, but they don't see Taiga. Taiga's still with a BK Bleed and a black hole at the ready. He hasn't been scouted. They know he's nearby because of the ward, so Matumba's going to make the jump. 100-0. BKB active from Matumba, but he's going to be slowed now. Amar with the first hit bash, as there's going to be now at least a good soulbind, which does restrain Uragi from getting in a lot of damage onto Matumba, who's going to hide in that little corner there. BZM, though, showing up to fight, throwing the stun onto Boxy, but they have now lost a second hero as Misha is going to be forced to buy back. Mickey being routed from the fight by Uragi as the arena doesn't catch anyone. Boxy left behind as the rest of Liquid will.
The perfect bash. Like, it can't be that you can set up for the Abyssal by bashing him, just plainly. As BZM, now the target, Matumba, also can kill him. He didn't get the break off, though, so BZM still has that extra armor. Mickey is going to be going onto the front lines. He's going to be tanking for the most part, but there's the Abyssal. Can they get a bash as well? No. This time, Mickey won't be as lucky. There we go! Oh. The bash hits him right afterwards. Amar. He found the bash button, and he's using it to good effect. Zai also in trouble. Uragi,
what a blink.
hoping to kill him. He does avoid it nicely, but BZM could still die regardless. He's been broken, no more armor. BZM barely surviving here, and his own fireball gets killed off by the stroke of fate. But the rest of OG still alive, and they managed to get the kill onto Zai.
Back for him.
With Taiga coming back in here, he still has that black hole ready. Insania will also fall. That's going to be 2. Oh, true, because everyone's dead. Yep. Matumba having a bit of an existential crisis right now in his base. What do I do? I'm just a pebble. Yeah. Oh, he gets back. He gets Abyssal. I'm sure there's going to be a basher hitting him now. There we go. Right as the arena set up.
Buyback.
And in true fashion of this game, the last kill on Matumba will be with a bash. What a pickup by Amar, honestly. That actually ended up so good for him.
On the Tiny certainly could be one of those things.
Yeah.
And BZM's going to break the smoke.
And they still have the Silver Edge, but it's going to expire now. No more breaks here to kill off BZM. And even with double damage, it's hard to finish him off. BKB's used up immediately for Mickey.
Here goes Matumba.
Mickey lacks damage. There's the black hole. Finally, the one we're looking for. Even gets Matumba towards the end because of the shard.
He's got a second.
Survives it, but there's a second black hole just in case. 3 dead for Liquid. None of them have buyback. 2 of them are cores. The GG is called.